This is HG here, and welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play. Actually, I think this is actually the first one that I've done. You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm remembering, and my former co-host Sierra soloed those episodes. So sorry for the confusion. But today I'm starting off with a small house on a survival world, and this is just gonna be casual gameplay and maybe a little bit of fun. Now, I do not want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna wait until a couple weeks in to announce further what's gonna be happening over on my other, well, I should say not other channel, but podcast rather. And I'm waiting on some people to join me for a game event. Shouldn't be too long from now, so I thought I'd do this short video just while I'm waiting for them to show up. And if you guys haven't followed my Twitter account, and if you guys haven't already followed my podcast already, please consider doing so. It's a little bit of a weird combo mix. I have this whole thing going on where like some YouTube content goes to Spotify, but then some Spotify content never goes to YouTube, and then vice versa. Some YouTube content stays on YouTube, and like this whole mumbo jumbo back and forth thing. And I don't even know where I'm gonna build my house at yet. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna put it somewhere nearby. Oh shoot, my radio's loud. Okay, and wherever I put my house at, yeah, my house should be somewhere near spawn, hopefully, so that people, when they join the map, will be able to find me. And you know what? I'm gonna put this cow to death. You'll see why I'm doing this later. But for now, I need to get wood. So the objective is going to be to get at least 7 stacks of 64. 7 stacks of 64 should be enough to make a decent sized house, maybe a 1-story house, and enough wood to make a shack for enchanting and tools separate from the main house, and then enough to make an underground portion of the house where I can have my bedroom underground and have a basement and whatnot. All part of the plan. And I'm gonna need these chickens too. And get these. Okay, so I got the chickens, and that's good that I got. I'm about to have 2 if I can catch this son of a gun. There we go. Alright. And just for today's episode and for the entirety of this Let's Play series, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be refraining from using my excessive tone and not curse word, but borderline excessive language, just for the sake of making it family friendly, because at the end of the day, Minecraft is technically a family game, even though there are a lot of adults that play it. Still technically a kids game, so there might be some kids watching this. So out of respect for the kids and families, I'm going to try and keep this to a PG at times. It may elevate to a TV-14 level if I have some people join me, but that's going to be out of my control, and I'll probably end up marking that so that viewers are aware. And if you guys are wondering, this will not go on my Spotify videos. This will not go over there. This will be a YouTube and Twitch exclusive, and you guys can watch this on those platforms exclusively. I'll also probably be making some reels and other things as well. Okay, so got my first stack. I don't even know why, but I need to turn this some Minecraft music down because it's kind of loud. That's better. Alright. Oh, and let me know in the comments what you guys thought of my most recent interview on my podcast. In case you guys were wondering, I did do an interview with another podcast creator. His name is Mojo, or at least he has his own show called Chillin' with Mojo. Go check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It'll be in the YouTube description, not the Twitch description. I'm kind of trying to stray away from Twitch a little bit. Maybe in the near future, I might start doing Twitch more often. This is just temporary so that I can start recording, getting my foot in the door with this, and then eventually I'll start moving on to recording with OBS and just putting it directly on YouTube. Oh, that was lava. Did not want to step in that. That would be bad, and Crisis would come down like a nuke. I need to stop using the term nuke. Like a microwave. Yes, like a radioactive microwave. That's better. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna take a look here and let's see. I should have enough to start a crafting table, and then I can go ahead and get my tools so that way when I am done with these planks, I'll already have the tools I need to be successful at making the house. That way I'll already have everything. And that's always a good thing to have, some extra tools. Just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and craft some sticks. And then I can merge these stacks together. If I can get my cursor to it. Yep, there we go. And I just need, well, and I think I used all my wood for the crafting table. It would help if I could get some more. Okay, I have 12. So I'm gonna need axe, pickaxe, shovel, and one more. Toggling that. And shovel. There we go. Got it. And that's that. Okay, so I have pickaxe, axe, and shovel. Got it. Alright. So stick that in there. There we go. And now we're off. I don't mean to predict my fate, but I want to say that this is probably going to get tens and tens of views. Just guessing. Maybe we can get this to 100 likes and maybe 1,000. That would be nice. My last Minecraft video I did solo, my Greenfield map review, is sitting at 3K. You guys are awesome over there in the Minecraft comment section. I'm sorry I couldn't convert the 0.5.4 map for you guys. I wish I could have done that. However, like I was explaining in the comments, one, I really don't convert maps, and the other thing is that even if I actually could successfully get it to convert, there will be no guarantee that it would actually work, because it was originally a Java map, and so therefore the updated version might not work properly on Bedrock Edition, and because this new one is larger than the previous version. I mean, it's 0.5.4, and it's literally on a 1-to-1 block scale. And the only reason I was able to get 0.5.3 is because somebody else had already made a Bedrock version, and I just so happened to find the link for it and was able to review it. But that being said, it's probably gonna be a while before I do another review video. I've got to keep my head in the game because, yay, I finally got stuff turned over to the job place that I'm working with, and I should hopefully have a job by June. So, yay for me. Which is going to be good for me personally, financially, but it's also going to be bad for the channel because that means I will not be around as often to try and balance podcasting and YouTube. So there might be a shortage of YouTube videos one month, and then a shortage of Spotify episodes another month. And this is probably gonna last about a couple weeks or so, maybe a month or two, until I can get established on how I want to do my schedule. So just bear with me for that process, because that change is coming. And some people are probably wondering, well, what am I going to do with season 5 of the podcast? Well, I'm going to, like I said, the podcast announcement is going to come in probably the next few weeks about what I plan to do, whether or not I'm going to be doing it, and when it's going to start. I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to do it yet, though. That's another thing. And I need to check and see how much wood I've got, because I think I'm almost, about 17, and I've got 2 full stacks. Wow. One thing Minecraft players should always know if they're playing Minecraft is that if you're using a wooden axe, I don't care how fast or how big the tree is that you're mining, it's still gonna take you like 20 to 30 minutes to get 7 stacks of wood with a wooden axe. Now, if you're using stone or iron, it might get a little bit faster, or diamond for sure, but netherite. Actually, I'm questioning. You know what? Vote in the comments. Should I get a mod for emerald and obsidian armor? Because I know that that's a thing. I just don't know if it's a thing on Bedrock Edition. And I also know that they recently made World Edit for Bedrock Edition, which is also pretty cool. It's pretty radical, as the as some of the older adults would have said back in the day. It's pretty radical. I don't know if anybody uses that term anymore. I have to say I am 20, and I probably have only used that term I want to say no more than 20 times in the past couple years, and that's just for that particular context of it being cool in that regard, and that's just because I was kind of a late starter when it came to abbreviations and phrases. Some phrases that are like abbreviated in text messages, I didn't find out what those meant until I was 16, and that's partly because I was never really exposed to it. I was never exposed to all that growing up. It didn't cross my mind to research what that was, and so don't laugh at me. I know it's stupid, but you have to give me some slack here. I would have learned it earlier, but social interaction for me, especially in the early stages of my teenage years, was a challenge. And for me to like, kind of branch out. And even when I finally did branch out, I still was just following the wind, so to speak. I didn't really bother to like have discretion or any of that stuff at the time. It was mainly just me in like a couple friend zones and a bubble, working around what I knew, and anything that I didn't know about that stuff, I just kind of like treated it as though it was like every day, and that everybody does it, and that it's kind of like a tag along thing, so to speak. And I never really was into like, I knew what LOL meant and OMG meant, and there were like a lot of other things that I knew, but there were some ones like XD and all that other stuff that I just had no idea what in the world that even meant, or like the I am blank AO. I didn't even know what that meant either. So I was a very late starter. Yeah, I'm supposed to be an information technology major, but thankfully that time has come and gone, and I know like 90% of this stuff by now. But yeah, you'd have to see it to believe it. It's a pretty interesting time. And for those of you who are questioning whether or not it's legit or not, I can definitely tell you that 100%. I am not capping right now. Like I I have to say, I am not capping. There are some people who are actually like that. You wouldn't believe it, but there are actually some people that are actually like me in that when it comes to stuff like that. There's some young people that are like that. There's actually a few people from, like, you know, different areas of life that might actually be that way. So you guys got to kind of pay attention to that, because, you know, never know who you might come across. You might have to kind of guide them along. So and actually, let me check this really quickly. I spent the last like 10 minutes talking about my life story. Boo, nobody cares. And then I was like, then I got sidetracked by my life story, and then I dug deeper, and now I'm still digging deeper. I need to stop. I need to hit myself in the face before I get carried away, and then I can't stop. Okay, I'm not gonna hit myself in the face, but you know what I meant. Anyways, we are at 3 full stacks and 19. So still almost not, we're on my 4th stack, and I need 3 more stacks to go. So this is gonna take a while. And so I'm probably gonna pause this in a little bit and see. Yeah, I'm not gonna carry on this part 1 forever, but this is essentially my little world outing here. Let's see, essentially my little world outing here, just like kind of exploring, gathering blocks and whatnot. I mean, hey, it's actually, it's actually technically in the title. I mean, that's pretty obvious because you read it when you started clicking on the video. Okay, now I want you all to understand that, like, this is probably fundamental for everybody, but now a lot of my videos, I am like very, very good about not doing clickbait. If you look at my TSDOJ videos, like, I mean, it's nice. I might start with this. It's nice to see, but then you look a little bit closely, and you guys like automatically can tell, okay, this guy is putting specifics in the title. Like, every single video I have, except for ones that are self-explanatory, all of those have like the exact, like, what occurs in the video in the description, in the title. Like, all of that is like plain view as soon as you go in. I'm just overly cautious about that. And so I'm getting the wood together right now. I want to see if I can try and start on the house first and maybe go from there. But, you know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself here, because I want to try and be the awesome me that I can be, and it's going to try and focus on getting the main structure down, so that I'll already have that done, and then I can focus on everything else. And I'm gonna need some sand too for the windows. And if you guys are familiar with how the houses are built, a lot of these small houses are just basic, doesn't require a lot of effort. I'm gonna probably put this here right quick, and I'm just gonna build up to my heart's content. Okay. Grab that. It's a piece of wood. It's nice. And I'm just gonna build my way through here. And awesome. And this will probably be about, I think it'll be about 4 blocks high from the floor to the ceiling. And got it. Let me know what you think of the house in the comments when I'm done. And you don't be afraid to trash me if I'm a trash builder in survival. I can tell you, I probably spend almost none of my time in survival. I spend all of it on creative, building roads and bridges and stuff, and skyscrapers and stuff. I spend none of it in survival almost. So, and a lot of my friends know that about me too. So, when I get into survival, my building skills you would think are the same. They're actually they suck. They suck garbage right now. I'm sorry, but that's just the cold-hearted truth for myself. My builds in survival, they suck. They're not grand martial level like, you know, castles and stuff. They're just like basic and mediocre houses with whatever dumb resources I can find, basically. Okay. Alright. And last couple blocks. Okay, maybe. Maybe not. Yes. No. Yep. Awesome. Jeez. Okay. Wish my cursor would stay on track. Yay. Getting somewhere? Got it. And there we go. That's perfect. Okay. I need another crafting table. Oh, and I needed the floor too. So for those who are unfamiliar with this house layout, this is the same kind of house layout that most people would probably see in it's kind of similar to a village house, but it's not the exact same, because the old village houses that like had the weird L shape to them or T shape to them, this is supposed to like copycat off of that almost, but it doesn't exactly do that. Basically, it's like a more rectangular version of that without the backing to it, and it's like really cool. Okay. Alright, so that is part 1. Now in part 2, I'm gonna finish this, and I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that this house is in its best shape, and that's gonna be part 2, and then hopefully maybe I can get a little bit of landscaping done to the outside to make it more beautiful on the outside. Kind of, maybe, I guess I should say beautify it a little bit, or revitalize it a little bit. There we go. This is just the shell of it. I'm looking at it. And okay, so I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Now, if you guys would like to subscribe, I guess that's up to you. I'm not the kind of guy that like pushes for subs, because most of my stuff is podcast geared anyway. I try and focus on that more. So you guys don't have to sub. It's just a nice little gesture in my case. Most people do like beg you to sub. I'm not gonna do that. I really have nothing to gain from it. So sub if you wish, like if you wish. If you dislike the video, honest opinion, just letting you guys know that those are all options. Also leave a comment. I know I asked you guys to rate my build. If you guys like the build, whether you like it or not, the build is here. It's for you guys to judge. I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. You guys are awesome, and I will hopefully see you guys in another video.